And now we're here to report from our humane officer, well, let me say this, from our certified humane officer.
We have 31 calls, 3 from the police department. We have 13 dogs, 1 adopted, 1 claim. We have 4 dogs in the holding facility right now and 3 cats. Total of 20 dogs.
Thank you. Now we will hear from our chief of police, Chief Leslie Thomas.
One report for October 18th to November 14th. It's been a very busy month for us. We've had a bombardment of legal burglars, house burglars, and business burglars. We're fortunate we've worked hard to get these burglars solved. Also, we've been, I guess, I call it school patrol. We've been in the high school over the last month, helping to calm the problem now that we're having out there. So far it's working. We're not in the school as much as we were the first part of the month, but we're still out there a good bit, just trying to help them with their problem. We're not policing the school, but we're assisting with their problem that's going on. Also, another thing that's going on in the city right now is that we've had 3 major cuttings, domestic violent crimes that has happened within the last week. And we have made some arrests on those, and we're still investigating one of them at this time. But on a high point, like I said, we are having a lot of burglars, and fortunately we are getting them solved at this time, where we're having business burglars and vehicle burglars, which is plaguing us for the last several months. But we are making arrests on those burglars and charging people. The last time I looked, we had a total of, I want to say, 15 to 17 people that was in jail on city charges. This time it's been there waiting to make bail. If you look at our criminal charges, along with what I just talked about, we have made 48 arrests for the month. Our traffic side was low due to the investigation that we've been doing to get some of these crimes solved. And like I say, we have been solving them. We had one business in town that was broken into with a joint investigation with the sheriff's office. We was able to clear that burglary Saturday. And like I said, they broke in, basically just took everything out of the business, along with some purse burglars that were left in cars. So we have been busy. On the traffic charges, we wrote 30 for the month. We worked 7 highway accidents, and we worked 15 on parking lots, which is increased due to the season. We have more parking lot accidents that happen during the Thanksgiving through Christmas, but through New Year's, because people are shopping and getting ready for Christmas and buying things, which is good, I guess, for our tax base. But we're working more wrecks on these parking lots due to that. And at this time, this concludes my report.
Thank you very much, Chief. I will hear from my party.
My report goes from October 18th through 14th of November. Private dwellings, we had 2, both of them in town, making 33 for the year. The 2 house trailers this year had 1 vehicle fire in town, making 14 for the year. Had 1 apartment fire, the only one we've had this year. Had one school, and we didn't have any nursing homes or anything at the hospital. Had 1 business fire, 3 for the year. That business was Winsboro Rubber Recycling. It was a long fire. We worked on it about 3 days, and it was very tiring. We had some good cooperation from surrounding parishes. I believe we had people from 21 different fire stations there to help us the first day. and it began to wear down. In by the third day, it didn't take quite as many, but it really took a toll on us. But there was a lot of black smoke involved, but actually they just lost one building, the main building with the equipment, tire grinding equipment. It didn't hurt it. It just got into the corner a little bit. It didn't hurt it very much, and didn't hurt any of the actual equipment. So the shed in the back that was lost was a storage facility. But other than no one was hurt that I know of, and other than just having a big cleanup to be done up there, everything went well. We had one storage facility in town, 2 for the year, 24 rubbish fires, grass and brush, 1. We're glad we got the rain. Maybe we won't have any for a while. Didn't have any false alarms, 33 for the year, 8 rescue calls, 1 service call, making a total of 21. Hazardous materials, we had 1, that being a gas leak, where we just stood by until the gas company got there. Had 1 mutual aid call, that was Tabascan, making 7 of those for the year. Total calls, 7 in town, 3 out of town, added to 195 calls last month, year to date, making a total of 205 calls year to date, and that's a little bit ahead of what we usually do. Usually by the end of the year we hadn't had any more than a couple of hundred calls, but this has been kind of an unusual year. It's been real dry, and we've had more fires actually than we normally do. Our LSU training is ongoing. It's 2nd Thursday and 4th Thursday of each month, and we just got through running several people through the Firefighter 1 course at Rayville. Some of them are not finished with that yet. Some of them took their practical training this past Saturday, but that's ongoing, and everything is going along pretty smoothly right now. Thank you.
Chief, is the recycling plant, are they back in full service now, doing everything they need to do?
Well, they could, but they just got a lot of cleanup to do. But as far as the machinery, it didn't hurt any of that.
Okay.
It didn't hurt the office any. They didn't lose anything in the office, or the shed that was destroyed was just a storage shed in back. They had processed rubber in large bags stored in there. That's what burned. Actually, the fire occurred in the scrap pile, the pile out back where they put the rubber that still got wire in it. Mm-hmm. That's where it started from. They believe spark from the actual grinding process, and when it was dumped in there, it probably smoldered and got a hold on that. But that's what burned initially, was the scrap pile. And it just spread all the way across the south end of it and involved that building in the back. But as far as their equipment or their office facility, it's fine. And the sprinkler system worked good, but the sprinklers went off in the back building all right enough. But actually the fire from the outside, the pile of rubber, is what really damaged the building, the work. The fire from the outside weakened the structure of it. And we had some good help from the Franklin Parish Police Bureau. They brought a couple of track hoes up there and scattered that stuff for us, and that helped us a lot, because you just about got scattered. As we know, rubber's water resistant, so we had to get them to dig down there to the fire before we could do the thing. We used numerous gallons of foam.
I'm sure it was a different fire than we're normally used to. So
very hot and very different.
Commend you guys on your efforts.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Chief. And I would just like to say, on behalf of our fire department, that I really had an opportunity to observe professional people fighting fire. And that's every fire department in Franklin Parish was called out, and surrounding areas. And they didn't just bring that truck, they brought that truck, equipment, and good fighters. I had an opportunity to observe the very worst fire that we've had in I'd say in Winterboro since I've lived here. And I had the opportunity to observe real professionals fighting fire. Great job, Chief.
I want to thank Chief Thomas here for helping us out.
Yes.
He was real instrumental. He told me when he drove up there, he said, I wonder what can I do with this. But what he did do, besides traffic control, which is part of his job, he saw to it that everybody got fed. And that's real important. We had over 100 people that had to eat, and Chief Thomas went and brought the food, and among other things, I appreciate his today. Thank you very much.
Say that. Thank you, Chief.
Okay, there being no further business.
Mayor, can we get a motion to pass those
Excuse me.
to pass those reports? Can we get a motion in a second?
Okay. I'll entertain a motion. We accept them all. Do all three.
Yes. Motion.
It's been properly moved in second that we receive, accept all of the reports that we received this evening. Any questions to the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Let the record reflect that.